But the situation is getting better. And I think, yeah, the indirect taxes must be helping. Plus, also, didn't it reduce the mana cost of, say, indirect taxes, so we can do more taxes and get more money that way as well, with the same amount of investments. This will probably be the next taxation upgrade that we can do. Because I'm pretty sure that this one, yeah, we need to get both of these to level 2, or we need to get the tax reform thing over here. If there is the tax reform, actually there might not be. Oh, we could still do the literacy test. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's something that we'll keep in mind. Because that would be the corruption going up quite a bit again. I'd rather avoid that right now. Speaking of corruption, we're still slowly closing on 37, well actually closing on 40 corruption. The corruption, that is. So we've still got quite a bit of work to do in that regard. Oh. Right, so we've got one of the cores up north, and the second one is going to be done in September. Okay, that's actually not far off. Oh, there we go. The Sunni Zealots are no longer a thing. Excellent. I suppose there may have been enough of the separatism wearing down. That is no longer a problem. Plus, we got another unit, I suppose. So if we have a look at the... No, the friendly troops is 5. I don't think we had that much of an impact there. But Abyssinia is now a core. We could make this into a state, but I'd actually probably avoid it for now. Right, I wanted to have a look at the autonomy. So Odisha is 92%, so that definitely has gained some autonomy. And I think Nobility has gained some autonomy as well, and that is 98% in Derbent. Oh boy. So are we actually gaining or losing stability is the next question. We're still gaining, very slowly. Technically speaking, next year we should be hitting +1 unless there's some modifiers that wear down that are helping us. How much trade do we hold on the trade zones we are in? Good question. I know that we hold or held at least around 10% in the Caspian Sea before the start of the stream. And that is like the, well, it goes all the way around the Caspian Sea, but mostly situated around the Astrakhan area. But that's probably grown up to like 13, maybe more % now, and then Iran, we've probably gained... Well, actually, I don't know if we've gained a lot of trade power there directly. That's actually a good question. Right, well, let's have a look at the... So we've got 30% in Anatolia, which is not bad. Caspian Sea, we've got 12% now. So it's slightly increased. And then Iran, we've got 31%. Pushing a decent bit of it forward. We've only got 2 merchants, though, which is a bit of hindrance right now. How much Trebizond stealing trade? Well, they're not the biggest. They got 19%, so it's actually fairly high. Ottomans got 16. So it's me, Trebizond, then Ottomans. I mean, we got a pretty large nation already. We actually probably... Well, we got more lands in Anatolia than what Ottomans have, so that kind of makes sense. And Rome is still Rome. Or in Constantinople. Probably not very long. How is Trebizond doing now? Or Theodora, sorry. For the vassalization, it's 23 points away again. Right. Our military power isn't all that great. That is something that we could increase, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure. How far are we from getting the technologies as well? Okay, we're not that far from getting the mill points at least, but of course, our leader being what it is, we're not getting it very quickly. We've got 17% commercialization in Derbent and 16.5% in Tabriz. Oh, and our spy network got caught in here. We can't get another claim, unfortunately, because I didn't do that in time. Nope, they got Durazzo and Nice Hospitaller as tributaries. And then they've got Athens as a vessel. 19 independents of Kandar and Karaman. Kandar and Karaman, okay, so these two. But they have started expanding down here as well, I think. Although not as much as one might think. Hungary is still pretty massive. But I think if Hungary and Poland were allied, I don't think they are. No, they are not. Okay, but that would be quite a formidable coalition against Ottomans, but that's apparently not the case. Right, so we just need a little bit more points in Sarbadar. Sorry. Wait, what? Hungary is in a temporary personal junior under Bohemia. Right. Okay, well, I guess we need a new rival then. Not gonna rival Mamluks. Muscovy might be a possibility. Trebizond definitely not. Mogulistan probably not a wise idea. Poland is probably a bit too strong, so Muscovy it is. At least Muscovy is a nation that can still be screwed over. Oh, by Denmark apparently. Alright, well, we might be able to eclipse them then. There we go, Mazandara is now a core. There's one more core underway. Oh right, that was part of the state already. Oh, that's good. Bohemia has a great power. Well, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Right, so how's the stability doing? We're at 94%. So I think with this speed we're going to get to +1 in... yeah, by the end of the year. Which means that the disaster is not going to fire at least. Denmark is insane border. Yeah, they are. Okay, we can get the middle text finally. I believe there is... oh yeah, the next level is going to be the land morale, which Mazandaran had. We do not. But we've not had great leaders, unfortunately, so we've been a bit starved in points. At least Alberto has 7 instead of 4 with Kathmandu, and I don't remember... actually, we'll have a look at the ledger for the previous rulers. Previous rulers, there we are. Right. 45 to 35. Yeah, I mean, our legitimacy went down so much that probably had an impact there. Right, so... Georgi had a total of 8 points, actually. Before that, we had 12 points. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, David had 8 points as well. Then we had 8. So it's actually been a lot of 8 points, and now we've had a lot less. Actually, let's have a look at the until. We'll have a bit better picture. Okay, so yeah, that Regency wasn't that bad. Not a lot of admin points. Then we had Rommel with 656, but he didn't rule very long. Well, I mean, it was 10 years actually, so it's not that bad. But yeah, mostly around average rulers. Yeah, it was only 10 years, unfortunately. Oh, right, we can get a claim over here somewhere. The question is, what do we want to claim from them? I think I might claim this one. No, actually, I already have a claim there. And there, I could claim this one. Try to kind of force the Sarbadar to be a buffer state between me and India for a little while I kind of consolidate this area, maybe get to Gulf of Persia. How much are we losing money right now? It's actually not that bad. We are losing money though. Because once we get the stability up and all that, it should be fine. And especially once the... actually, how's the bureaucrat corruption still doing? It is still going down a tiny bit. Not much though. Definitely not much. At least Nobility has a pretty good... oh, actually all the factions have a pretty decent loyalty, except tribes, of course. And yeah, we should be about 2 months away from stability. 1 month if we're lucky. But as soon as we get that, then that's going to be no longer the disaster. I mean, the disaster is causing us a lot of issues. Like, we need to wait until +1 stability, like, after everything that we do. There we go. There we have it. The core is going to be done. There's going to be a lot less unrest. But yeah, the rebellions are probably not going to fire. There's still the Abyssinian separatists in Abyssinia. All the way to the north, which we're not actually suppressing right now. You know what? We're going to get the army back into our capital. And we're going to do rebel suppression from there. We're going to shuffle around some of the targets, but at least it's going to be standing near home if there's pretender rebellion or something. Right, so that's all the cores done. Actually, one dozen. Mazandaran, it's 3 development there. Okay. Oh, it says... oh, the communication efficiency might not be... well, actually, it might be correct. But it is on the Caspian Sea, and we got some ports going in there, and we got a river connection all the way to the capital. Also, has this... how bad is our religious unity, actually? I'm gonna have to check that. Basically, it means that we might need to focus on getting a lot more conversions going, and a lot faster conversions at that. But, like, the religious unity at 39% is not great. Double marriage expired in Georgia. Okay, so that means a bit less powerful nobility. They still got 79% though. Yeah, it is about 40%. It's still rooting a decent bit of corruption. And then, of course, the realm expenses for the bread dough is still pretty high. Once that expires, then we are going to be okay in money again, I think. Let's go ahead and do some rebel suppression in here, so we can reach at least Tricasia. That seems to be doing fine. There's a little bit down here in the south that we also need to suppress. So what we'll do is we'll do something like this, I suppose. 25% religious unity. Yeah. I think, hold on. It's in ideas, of course. So there's humanist ideas, I believe, that gives the religious unity. Yeah, 10% religious unity from there. Then there's the... Actually, scholastic ideas, does that give... And there's institution spread, so not really. Evangelical ideas, I believe this... Yeah, that's the religious unity plus 25%. We might actually have to go for the evangelical ideas because there's going to be a lot of conversions, and of course we're going to be fighting mostly nations that are not our religion. So war score course versus other religions would be quite nice, and another missionary, actually 2 missionaries total. Missionary maintenance cost -50. Hold on a minute. Do we have some missionary maintenance cost modifiers already? No. At least I don't think we do. But yeah, -50% over there would be quite nice. I mean, it wouldn't be saving us that much per month. Yeah, true, we probably need to wait for another type first. I think we could either go for, like, economic or bureaucracy ideas, or take one of the military ideas. Like, quality. Hold on, what do we have already? We got the fortification. That doesn't link up with anything, though. I believe we need quality ideas, or standing army ideas, or something like that, for the level 3 thing at... here, was it? Standing army, professional army. Professional army, I think we can only get if we have, like, a quality and standing army. Yeah, bureaucracy ideas isn't bad, that's for sure. Actually, no, let's not do that one. Let's do cars again. The Abyssine separatist, that is not going to be growing all that quickly, so I think in a few years that's going to be done for. And that would be quite nice. Still getting a lot of corruption. To be fair, it's a lot of the state corruption is having a massive impact there. I think if we can reduce the bureaucrat corruption at least to be below 50, which I don't suppose we'll be reaching right now. Let's actually have a look at the corruption again. It is still slightly going down, at least now. If we were to increase the wages, I don't think I can do that right now, but that would at least help with the corruption sources at least a little bit. It's mostly the state corruption that is having an impact there right now, actually, and then laws quite a bit as well. But that would kind of mean that if we can get the state corruption down, which we can't do right now, not without spending a lot of... Oh, right, national income is rather small because we don't get the... Well, we got the tax relief right now, and then of course there's the grain dole is 26.6 ducats per year right now of the expenditure. Yeah, I'm not doing great in terms of income. At least in terms of taxes. Of course, that doesn't factor in the trade income, I don't think. I actually wonder, does Karakajunlu have any separate missions? Well, they got the Muslim stuff, I suppose, but that's about it. But it's like just the generic stuff. The Karakajunlu has 80% liver desire right now. That's not great. I think... So, Sarvadar... Oh, they got no allies. Agulistan is fighting against Hindustan, and... Okay. They got one... Oh, the coalition may have expired, more or less. Or is this a punitive war? Nope, it is not. Alright. So, Zarbadar, if I was to declare war on you, you got 10,000 men. You might want to wait a little bit until some of the unrest still wears down in here. In Abyssinia. Because I'd rather not waste manpower. Actually, speaking of manpower, how good is the skill now? On the state army. So we've got skill of 88%, which I believe does give us the more or less the best modifiers from the drilling. Well, probably not the best, but it is 4% discipline at least. Yeah, at least we've got a decent skill level, although it is slightly going down right now. But perhaps it will start turning about soon enough. Oh, and legitimacy is going up by almost 2 full points per year right now. Right. Oh. Well, our wife has died. That's a bit unfortunate. At least we got an heir. Ooh, okay, so the claim is now 45 again. Legitimacy, so it's kind of tied just to the legitimacy that we have right now. Hopefully we can raise that up to like at least 50 or 60. Oh, there's the cream provisions and tax relief. Technically speaking, what I could do What are the culture and religious penalties in the mod? I never stopped to check, assuming it's the same as vanilla. Penalties for what exactly? Yeah, the noble power is a bit low, so we could do that. That would also reduce the unrest, actually, at least in one province. Noble consort, so that is... These are a bit of political reputation, actually. Oh, local unrest in Samtske. Okay. That would be a little bit power. That would give it the loyalty quite a bit, so that is actually pretty good. Good diplo points in province. Right, so let's have a look at, for example, over here. Oh, there we go. Religion, so local unrest 5.1. And then +2 unrest. Missionary strength -5. And autonomy chains +05. Is the province actually converging? I think it might be, just very slowly. Well, it's not listed there. Hold on, mate. We'll look at some provinces that we know that is not our province yet, but has been, or not of our culture yet, has been around for long enough. Okay, so we can see the cultural conversion progress over here. So it might just not really have started in here yet. Not entirely sure if it's because of the wrong religion. That might be part of the reason. There might be some other reasons as well. But yeah, like that is one of the provinces that is converging. Abkhazian is not... Actually, it is converging slowly. But it is accepted culture as well. Right, so we did the marriage now. So Abyssinia is... Oh, actually, it's even higher right now. Okay, right. So what I was thinking here, because we now got the nobility's loyalty up quite a bit, what I could perhaps do is start removing some of their privileges. Slowly but surely. We can still increase their loyalty up again. But like, if we do something that reduces by 40, we should be fine. The favorite outcome might actually be pretty decent. That's local autonomy from noble power and local corruption from noble power. Would be reduced by taking this one away, but I believe this was one of the 50 unity. Expensive court might be okay. That would draw... This relations, influence, state corruption, prestige decay, so wouldn't necessarily be too bad. I believe there's also the sophisticated emissary, so that would get us the diplomat back, but lower our reputation, or one extra diplomat. Base hierarchy is slightly higher right now, but that has a decent bit of state corruption from there. Then we got the consolidated holdings. That would reduce the aristocrat influence quite a bit. How bad would this be to do? 50 loyalty. Okay, that's a bit too much. Plus 10 bureaucracy corruption, among other things. So yeah, maybe not that one. Although eventually we do want to do this because it means that the power is going to go up a little bit lower. Although it also means that loyalty is going to go up a little bit lower. Therefore, also kind of can leave it there for a while. As the Theodora vessel. Yeah, that is actually a good point. One thing that we could perhaps do is the obligations over here for the manpower. Although I believe this is another 50%, or 50 loyalty, wasn't it? It's 40 actually. Okay, so this is something that we could perhaps do. Increase the corruption again. I'm sure that it's gonna wear down slowly, but like a mana cost for noble level is going down would be quite beneficial. And the more manpower from the nobility as well, so... we're gonna go with moderate obligation, and we're gonna just do something over here to... like the marriage, for example, to increase the loyalty back to at least 40%. Okay, that's not quite 40 loyalty. Celebrations we could perhaps do, that would be a bit of stability, relations, loyalty... I don't know, money though. Maybe we should do something else. Well, we don't want to lose the legitimacy. Don't necessarily want to do this one either. You know what? We're going to hold the Grand Celebration. There we go. We got the loyalty at least 40 right now. And we got one of the modifiers done. Now, that didn't reduce the corruption per se. It actually increased the state or the provincial corruption for a little while. So that means that less tax income. With the extra 1.5 diplo rep, how close is Theodora? Like 12 points away. We'll have a look at that once the auto save is done. Like, we haven't done all that much yet today. We captured, I suppose, 4 provinces. We did the tax reform. We're slowly trying to make the provinces a little bit better. I mean, to be fair, we also opened the carpet production in Tabriz, which we should probably have a look at after we had a look at Theodoro. We are still guaranteeing them. It is 18 points away. The diplo reputation, so that's went up by about 4 points from that. Then there's the military power is fine, the influence is fine. Oh, the economic base has increased over there again. Right, so Tabriz, how is your productions? Do you have a lot in the carpet? You got 4 industry in carpets, okay. I'm pretty sure the carpets are probably fairly profitable, although let's actually have a look. It's actually not profitable quite yet. Is that because there's not enough population or workforce in here? I suspect that might be... Well, no, not directly, and the wages are a bit high. Let me have a look at the carpet production in here then. What is the problem? Fiber, they need a lot of fiber. And then of course the workforce... Oh, right, the workforce does cost quite a bit. The luxury price doesn't seem to be quite enough. Get someone please raid and loot Theodora. Well, that might cause some problems. I don't think we can get a claim over here yet. Nope. We need another 8 points or so. There we go, another conversion done in cars. Corruption still going up. But hey, we're making money. Which is actually a bit of a surprise. Wait, did that increase? Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's the mana cost, not the... Okay. Not the cost of things. It was Siberia. How? Siberia is pretty large. At least in terms of provinces. And then of course Mugulistan is also quite large. They have this area. All the way there. And then they got this secondary area. Do they have vassals by the chance? Hold on. Grey Horde. Harzan. Yeah. At least Grey Horde is their vessel. That's why they've gotten through here. They are into Caspian. Right. Ooh. There's actually rapid communications up to Tabriz, but at the same time it's just, well, it's at least an important center of production. How is Great Ming managing? Well, I mean, I suspect that they're quite great as usual. We can't see all of that, so that's where they've probably gone. They haven't expanded that much west yet. There's no decrease or anything like that in this version. Oh, Overlook Tenant Abuse expired, Anti-Corruption Campaign expired, and Courage Elite expired. So I'm guessing the corruption is going to be pretty high again. It's probably going to go down at least a little bit. It probably has like the resting point at 52% or somewhere right there. We could do the Overlook Tenant Abuse again. Just to get the nobility's loyalty. But I suppose since it's over 40% loyalty already, it's not that bad, although it is impacting some of the interesting. So, technically speaking, the higher the loyalty, the less we get manpower from the nobility right now. Well, according to this, but it's probably like it's only one part of the equation, it's not the full thing. I think that's an interesting tidbit there. I'm sure the total, or like the total value is still going to be higher than if we got high loyalty, but we got pretty decent manpower pool right now. We got 17,000 extra. We could... How's the... Okay, the naval material production has dropped again quite a bit. How's Odeshi doing? It's 10 development. What about stability? That's still 27, so it hasn't really improved that much. Although I suspect that the population, yeah, it's almost 69,000 residents. And 141,000 peasants. Is there room for any more... There is a little bit of room for farmlands, actually. Oddly enough. And then over here we got this massive production of food, presumably. Oh, another political scandal. How quaint. Well, let's not blow this out of proportion. So we still lose the stability, which means the disaster is going to start ticking again. But at the same time, the nobility lost a little bit of influence. It's 46.8 right now. So I'm pretty sure that the kind of resting point for the influence for nobility is still pretty darn high. But at least we can kind of keep the other influences, well, at least bureaucrats and burgher influences, relatively high. Okay, nobility's power is now 80% again. Oh, we can get another claim here now. There we go. So if I was to declare war on you, Mugulistan would join. They are currently in a war, so technically speaking, it might be possible to declare war without that. If we have a look, okay, so that's still 14,000 infantry without Mugulistan, and 3,000, so that's 17,000 total, with just Crimea and the other one. It's a bit of a too difficult name for me to pronounce. I'm just going to skip that. But yeah, eventually we do want to fight there to get Ossetia a little bit more lands. And there we go, we got the Luminous disaster. Right, so I wanted to perhaps Or open up some... Oh, there is some industry in Circassia. What about Abyssinia? There's no industry in Abyssinia. We could maybe get some military production there. Oh, we got a cottage industry in here, I see. There's not really a lot of production. So let's go ahead and... Actually, let's have a look at the prices in here. So we got... Consumer prices are pretty low. We could maybe get some military production. Or... Well, industry is also a bit low. Don't think we can get any sort of luxury production directly in here. And the knowledge, we are already producing some. I suppose opening up... Maybe we'll do... Ooh, actually, what sort of resource do we have here? Nothing, and I believe this one had nothing as well. Yeah, okay. What I might do is I might do it like... I mean, I suppose, let's actually have a look. The fiber price isn't too bad. We got a lot of extra production in here, so we could maybe do textiles in Circassia and then do like a military in Abyssinia. So let's do that real quick, shall we? It's going to cost us a lot of money, but that's going to be alright. So textiles, bit of consumer goods. Nothing massive, but it's going to help a little bit. And then over here we are going to do the armament.